This is a early Bronco with a 6-speed F-150 transmission in it. And in order to put the transmission in, you've got to buy the Speed Gems adapter, which adds about 2 inches to the length. There's another company out there that makes an adapter as well. And what else? I added an external dipstick to the F-150 transmission, 6-speed. Did not do a body lift. You should do a 2-inch body lift. You wouldn't have to lower the cross member down like I did. This is the Advanced Adapters cross member. Comes with the mount. It's about $200. Then you got an adapter between the transfer case and the trans. It's about $800, that one. The Speed Gems one is $1,300 with the starter right there, and it you have to use their starter because it just has the gear sticking out of the starter and not a nose on it, because the adapter is not machined for the type of starter with the nose on it. And you got to change the headers to a block hugger style, and you'll have to notch the frame on the passenger side to clear the headers. Driver's side, you just had to do a little bit of trimming around the engine mount. By the time we moved the moved the trans back about 4 inches, we couldn't use any of the bolt holes that Advanced Adapters gave us, and the drive shafts ended up being 29 inches in length on both drive shafts, and Tom Woods did the drive shafts for us. What else? I had to clock the transfer case to where it would just clear the transmission, which makes it a little flatter than stock, and had to offset the transmission slightly, about 1 inch over to the passenger side. When we had the exhaust system made, they chose to bring it through this way. They did a great job with twin MagnaFlows. I'm running 2 transmission coolers, one here under the driver's floor that's yet to be wired in. Lots of fittings. It gets expensive when you add all your fittings in, and there's a whole lot of fittings right there. And then I have another cooler that tees into this, and that goes up to the radiator. Okay, so the JB Customs twin stick shifter, which is way up in there, I had to add 4 inches to that mounting to get it to center in the hole again in the floor, and I had to lengthen the 2 rods that do that for the twin stick, lengthen those 4 inches. And you can only get a twin stick for a T-style transfer case. So I had to take the J-shift transfer case, cut the ends off the shafts, and about 1.5 inches out, drill 2 1/4-inch holes to make it accept the J-shift transfer case, accept a T-style shift twin stick from JB Customs. The shifter tied into the column shifter here, and this is powered by the hour. That's their shift lever. And the transmission cooler line adapters, they came from I think it was Wild Horses. And when I put the transmission in on the dowels on the adapter, I had to trim the dowels. They were too long. And then when I did the torque converter bolts, I had to open up the holes in the flex plate to go into the torque converter adapter from Speed Gems. So there's a lot to think about if you're going to do a 6-speed conversion, and hopefully all the pitfalls I'm warning you about now. We've got sniper injection on this, and once again, this is the 6R80 converted to a small block Ford, and the 6R80 is a modular bolt pattern, so you have to run an adapter. So hopefully that helps you all, you guys. And I did have to build an access in the transmission tunnel for the 2 long bolts at the very top, because those long bolts go through the 6R80, the adapter, and into the small block Ford. So there you have it. 6R80, Speed Gems, sorry, 6R80, the controller is Quick 6. That's the wiring harness there for it. And there's about 3 main wires you need to do a basic wiring. And you need a throttle position sensor to talk to the 6R80. You need key power, and then you need a coil negative signal for that Quick 6 module, and that Quick 6 kit is $1,300. So when you start adding it up, not including the labor, it's getting up there. Okay, so this is just a rough idea what's involved to put a 6-speed automatic in an early Bronco.